Here are the crypto top headlines covered in this video. Institutions are more bullish on Ether than retail ahead of ETH ETF launch. Also, BlackRock's Larry Fink says he was wrong, calls Bitcoin digital gold. Plus, Ripple backs Deaton with $1 million donation in Senate race against Warren. Welcome to Crypto Top Headlines, where there's no clickbait thumbnails or titles, and no speeches on my opinions, just bringing crypto's news to you. We have a quick request that doesn't cost you anything in order to help. Help us grow this channel to 1,000 subscribers by September, which would be our channel's 1-year anniversary. All we ask is that you click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. By clicking on these, it does help grow the channel, so thank you in advance for doing so. Now, on to these headlines. Our first top headline: institutions are more bullish on Ether than retail ahead of ETH ETF launch. Ether's price could double during the 2025 bull cycle thanks to increased institutional interest introduced by ETH ETFs, according to Bybit's head of institutions. Institutional investors are more bullish on Ether than retail investors a week ahead of the potential launch of the first spot Ether exchange-traded funds. Institutional investor confidence in Ether's price is stronger than retail investors, according to Eugene Chang, head of institutions at Bybit. Chang told Cointelegraph, "Our recent report shows that institutional investors are bullish on ETH more so than retail investors. Institutional investors doubled their Ether exposure shortly after the ETF was announced from 6.54% to 14.29%, according to the report referenced by Chang. During the same period, retail investor allocation rose to 9.52% from 7.4%, showing a cautiously optimistic sentiment toward Ether price. Institutional investors can significantly contribute to an asset's price appreciation due to the high amount of capital they hold, which is why institutional crypto interest is considered a bullish sign for tokens. Will Ether's price double in the next 18 months? Ether's price could see a twofold increase during the current bull cycle, meaning that ETH would be trading over the $6,800 mark by the end of 2025. Thanks to the newfound interest in Ether ETFs, Ether's price could double, according to Bybit's Chang, who said, "I have seen traders increasing their exposure to Ethereum recently. The anticipation of ETF approval has also driven interest in assets within the broader Ethereum ecosystem. I am optimistic about ETH's long-term price, expecting it to double in the next 18 months, giving potential investors an excellent risk-to-reward ratio." Ether's price is up 11.3% on the weekly chart, trading at $3,420 as of 12:25 p.m. UTC. The world's second largest cryptocurrency reversed its month-long downtrend on July 8th, according to TradingView data. However, Ether would need another $412 billion worth of investment to double its current market capitalization and reach the $6,800 mark. Ether is currently 30% down from its all-time high of above $4,800 reached in November 2021. Ether may outperform Bitcoin in the long term. Despite all the investor anticipation, Ether ETFs will only be a sidekick to Bitcoin ETFs in terms of inflows, according to Eric Balchanis, senior ETF analyst at Bloomberg. This view is also echoed by Bybit's Chang, who expects Ether to amass around 30% of the record-breaking inflows of Bitcoin ETFs. He said, "Ether is less understood than BTC and is a younger asset, so it's largely unknown how flows will stack up. In the short term, I would expect something like 30% of BTC flows. Yet in the long term, the Ether ETF launch could provide more regulatory certainty around Ether, which could make it outperform Bitcoin's price in the future. According to Chang, However, as people become more educated and the regulatory situation improves, then I expect Ether to one day outperform BTC because of its rich and varied use cases, especially if the ETFs can incorporate Ether's native yield. During the past year, Bitcoin's price rose over 111%, while Ether's price increased over 77%. TradingView data shows. Let me pause here for a moment. If you're getting value out of this video, please click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. Our next top headline, BlackRock's Larry Fink says he was wrong, calls Bitcoin digital gold. BlackRock, the world's biggest hedge fund, currently has $10.6 trillion in assets under management and the largest Bitcoin investment fund. During a recent CNBC interview, the CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink, said he was wrong about Bitcoin before calling the decentralized asset digital gold and a legitimate financial instrument. The head of the $10.6 trillion asset management firm told CNBC's Jim Cramer, "I was a skeptic, a proud skeptic, before studying the nascent asset and changing his mind about Bitcoin. It is a legitimate financial instrument that allows you to maybe have uncorrelated type of returns. I believe it is an instrument that you invest in when you're more frightened, though. It is an instrument when you believe countries are debasing their currency by excess deficits, and some countries are." Fink then touched on the deteriorating economic and political situation in some countries and the potential for Bitcoin to give individuals in those societies an option of investing in something beyond their geographies. BlackRock Bitcoin ETF. In May, BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust, or IBIT, overtook Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, or GBTC, as the world's largest Bitcoin exchange-traded investment fund, with year-to-date inflows topping $18 billion as of July 15th. The asset manager also repurposed shares of the Bitcoin ETF by adding them to its Strategic Income Opportunities Fund, or BSIIX, and the Strategic Global Bond Fund, or MAWIX, highlighting the potential of Bitcoin to aid income-focused investors such as retirees. According to the most recent CoinShares inflows data released on July 15th, Bitcoin investment vehicles experienced their fifth highest week of inflows, recording over $1.35 billion in weekly investments. Bitcoin's price responds. Bitcoin's price responded to Fink's comments and several other developments perceived as bullish, including the German government offloading its final Bitcoin, ending the stark selling pressure caused by dumping 50,000 coins onto the market. The decentralized asset rose for 4 consecutive days, with the 9-day exponential moving average crossing back over the 200-day exponential moving average, reversing several weeks of negative price action and price suppression below the $60,000 mark. Our next top headline, Ripple backs Deaton with $1 million donation in Senate race against Warren. Ripple has the back of one of its strongest supporters in his attempt to unseat powerful Senate crypto foe, Elizabeth Warren. Ripple has donated $1 million to the Super Political Action Committee, or PAC, Commonwealth Unity Fund to support John Deaton's campaign in the Massachusetts Republican senatorial primary on November 5th. Deaton is challenging incumbent Democratic U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren, who is an ardent crypto opponent. Deaton is a lawyer best known to the crypto community for his support of Ripple Labs. His law practice concentrates on victims of mesothelioma and asbestos-related diseases. He also owns the website Crypto Law. Ripple supports its own. Deaton spearheaded the so-called XRP army of token holders who volunteered to serve as third-party volunteer defendants in the Securities and Exchange Commission's suit against Ripple. He has also submitted numerous amicus curiae letters in high-profile SEC cases against crypto firms. The Commonwealth Unity Fund was established by lawyer James Murphy to support Deaton. According to the U.S. Federal Election Committee, the PAC has received $1 million from Ripple Labs and $50,000 from Murphy himself. Nonprofit political money tracker Open Secrets shows that the PAC has spent $30,000 opposing Warren. Deaton did not mention crypto in his campaign launch, and his campaign website mentions crypto only indirectly in press coverage reposted there. Deaton's support is limited. Open Secrets indicates that Deaton's campaign has raised $1.7 million. Many prominent figures in the crypto community have contributed to his campaign. They included Gemini co-founders Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, Ripple co-founder Chris Larson, Skybridge Capital founder Anthony Scaramucci, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple attorney Stuart Alderati, Kraken co-founder Jesse Powell, Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson, and Coinbase. Meanwhile, Warren has raised $18 million. Support for Deaton has not been universal within the crypto community, however. Pro-crypto super PAC, Fair Shake, has not supported Deaton, nor has the Centennial Action Fund. Coinbase-backed Stand With Crypto has not endorsed him. Pro-crypto Senator Cynthia Lummis endorsed Ian Kane, who is contending with Deaton for the Republic nomination. Kane is the co-founder of Cubic Labs, a blockchain technology accelerator. A third candidate, engineer Robert Antonellis, is also vying for the nomination. Polling has shown Warren with overwhelming support in the race for the Senate seat. So this concludes Crypto Top Headlines. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. Also, leave your thoughts in the comments and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you all for watching Crypto Top Headlines, bringing crypto's news to you.